Hey friends, Katie, and welcome back to my channel. So it's been such a long time since I filmed, like maybe a month or maybe even more than that. I have no idea. Like honestly, that's how long it's been. But for you, it really hasn't been long since you've seen me, because you've seen me every single week, but I just haven't filmed in a super long time. But yeah, forget about that intro, that really weird intro. Today I'm here to bring you another first impressions, and I'm super excited about this because I've wanted to try this foundation for a while, and I'm hoping it's good for my dry skin. We'll see, and we'll get into that in a second. But this is the Covergirl Healthy Elixir, and I have mine in the shade 710, and this is supposed to be a foundation with vitamins. Plus, it's supposed to have an insoluble, is that what it says? Insoluble sunscreen, broad spectrum SPF 20. I got mine in this shade 710, like I said. It's in the shade Classic Ivory, which is typically the shade I am in CoverGirl foundations. And it's supposed to be a lightweight, full coverage makeup, and it's supposed to hydrate and include a complex of SPF 20, vitamins, and antioxidant, and it's oil free. And I like how it has an expiration on there. Very good, CoverGirl. And yeah, I'm really excited to try this. I really hope it works for my dry skin. I'm kind of nervous because some people with oily skin say they like this foundation, but I just figured it says Vitalist Healthy Elixir, so I figured it would be a good foundation. It might be like hydrating and everything like that, but you know, we will see. So I'm gonna get into my skin type. If you haven't seen my videos before, I might start putting in the description box, but if you're new to my channel, I am on Accutane right now, so I do have dry skin. It's kind of getting drier, so we're kind of at that point. And when I'm filming this, I'm at almost 5 months on Accutane, I believe, and I'm honestly losing track. And yeah, so I have dry skin, dry lips, all that kind of fun stuff. I'm in the very dry part of it. And I don't think I have sensitive skin, and I do have acne prone skin. So mainly what I have on my skin right now is acne scars. I don't really have active acne on my skin, which is great. Accutane's working great for me. But yeah, I did already moisturize my skin with the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. I know this is a super long intro, but that's basically everything you need to know about my skin. I'm super excited to be reviewing this for you, and yeah, let's just get right into it. So I do want to give you more information about this foundation. Like I said, I did get in the shade 710. I've heard this oxidizes, so I'm kind of nervous because maybe I should have went down a shade, but I guess we'll see like how bad it oxidizes. Maybe I can fix it with concealer, powder, stuff like that. So yeah, I'm just gonna go to my old handy dandy iPad, and I'm going to just, you know, look up how this foundation, just gonna look up this foundation. Okay, so this foundation does retail for about $9 at Target, $11.99 at Ulta, and $9.98 at Walmart. And this comes in about 7 shades, which isn't a great range for the drugstore. I think they might have 8 shades somewhere else. And this foundation actually was an Allure winner, I believe, last year, so that's pretty impressive. So I think I already went into this, but I'll just tell you again. This is CoverGirl's Vitalist Healthy Elixir Foundation. It has a vitamin infused formula with a special antioxidant and vitamin complex. Finally, a hydrating formula for beautiful buildable coverage that glides on smoothly for a flawless look. This special antioxidant, vitamin complex plus SPF 20 work together to make your skin looking healthy all day. Give your skin a luminous glow, available in multiple shades, light to deep. Not the best shade range, CoverGirl. You know, it's drugstore. They don't always have 50 shades. This isn't Sephora. It's oil free, and it minimizes the appearance of oily shine, which I'm nervous whenever a product says that, and I have dry skin because, you know, I don't want that oily shine, but I want that glow, so don't make me dry. And it's supposed to be a lightweight formula. They recommend dispensing 1 to 2 pumps of foundation onto fingers or a beauty blending sponge, which I will be using a beauty sponge on one spot and on one side, and then a brush on the other, and then using fingers on one side of blending sponge to work foundation from center face outwards, building coverage up as you go. And it just says blend well and everything. You know how to blend, I'm sure you do. Anyways, this has been a super long intro. Let's just get right on to applying, because this has been way too long. Okay, so on this side I'm going to use my L'Oreal sponge, and then on this side I'm going to use this brush. This has been the brush that I've been using for my foundations recently. This is one of the BH Cosmetics brushes. I actually picked this up at Marshall's like maybe 1 or 2 years ago. I really like these brushes, but mine, like, the adhesive came off, so I have to re-glue it, which I'll do. It looks a little janky now, but don't judge a book by its cover. Okay, so what I like about this foundation, first off the bat, the packaging just looks very nice. I really like the white and the gold. I think it looks very nice, and I think it's definitely like a step up. Definitely drop some on. I'm gonna do like 2 pumps. I'm gonna start with 2. It's a thicker foundation. It's not running down my hand at all, but yeah, we're gonna start with the sponge side and see what it does. I'm just patting it on my hand first, and it doesn't seem like a dark color, but I know it might oxidize, so I'm really nervous. Okay, so it seems, ooh, it smells so good. If you don't like smells, you might not like this foundation. Oh my god, yes, this smells so good, and I actually don't really mind smells, like as long as it's not like an offensive smell, but definitely if you're sensitive to fragrance, you probably won't like this. And it seems to be covering pretty well with the sponge. I definitely see the glow, and I definitely see how it is light coverage, or not light coverage, but more natural than like typical foundations. You're definitely getting a more natural look, but it seems to be building up nicely. I'm gonna put on a little bit more, see how it builds. And the color looks pretty good, but if it does oxidize, I'm a little bit nervous. And it doesn't seem to be like clinging to my nose, which I like. My nose can get dry. I especially get dry like under my lips, kind of on my forehead sometimes, so there's that, but it seems to be blending nicely. Okay, so I really like how it looks. It definitely gives me a very natural look, but it is buildable, and I feel like I have gotten really good coverage even though it's more natural. Definitely this side. It doesn't look heavy, which I like, and I do have that glow going through my face. It's like light coverage, but it's not like I'm not getting anything, which I love. I'm just gonna do 1 pump for this side of my face, and kind of if I need more, I'll do another pump, but I'm gonna start with 1 and doing the same thing, just patting on my hand and then going in. But yeah, this is the comparison. So yeah, so far so good. Just gonna really blend this. I really like this brush because it's meant for powder, but it's a kabuki, so it really just blends everything beautifully, which I love. Yeah, I can already see like the color difference. I don't know if I'm just being paranoid, but I feel like it's already oxidizing. I've never had a foundation that oxidizes like truly, so it's kind of weird. I'm just gonna really make sure to blend it even down my neck, just because I don't want like it to be bad. Definitely if this is darker, I can always exchange it for a lighter shade. But yeah, I wanted to try this foundation because I've wanted to try it for a while, but also like I just thought I want to try as many like dewy or just like as many foundations with my dry skin that'll work with my dry skin, because after I go off Accutane, eventually my skin will probably go back to being like combination, so I want to try as many dewy foundations as I can. I feel like 1 pump was like really good for this side of the makeup. I feel like you don't even need that much, which I'm a fan of. Okay, so comparison, there's that side, the sponge side. I don't know which side I like better. I think they pretty much look the same, and I don't find it's really oxidized that much. Honestly, I think it has gotten a little bit darker on this side than it is on this side, but I don't really think it has all too much. I do think I think the brush side or the sponge side is more glowy, but really there's not really much of a difference. I'm just gonna add a little bit more foundation and try to build it up in areas. I'm literally not gonna use that much foundation, and I'm just gonna try to build it up and kind of even everything out. And yeah, I'll montage that, then I'll come back. Okay, so I built it up like a tiny bit, like really I didn't use that much, and this is what it's looking like. I think it looks really nice and everything. I really love how it looks. I don't notice that it's oxidized like really that much. I think if you have fair skin or like deep skin, you might notice it more than I do, but personally I don't really find that really it's oxidized that much. Maybe it'll change once it progresses more, but like I don't know, like I'm I'm really loving it. I'm really loving the glow that it's giving my skin. It's tacky, so I'm gonna have to set it down a little, but I'm gonna try and use as less powder as I can. And actually I haven't found like a powder that's great for dry skin. I kind of just use a little bit of like just regular powder everywhere, but I just haven't found one that I really like that's from the drugstore, because I like to use more like drugstore face makeup because that's the stuff that I go through faster. Like I go high-end with other stuff, but that's besides the point. But yeah, I do think that like the brush and the sponge both do it well. The sponge I think you're gonna get more of a do with just because like it's wet and everything, but I did think it built up the foundation well. The brush worked well as well. I do think you're gonna get more natural look with a sponge, but you know, it's whatever your preference is with that. And yes, this is how it's looking like right now. I'm gonna put on my rest of my face makeup, then I'll come right back to you. It is about 9:31 right now, so I will come back when I have the rest of my makeup on. And yeah, we're just gonna call the check-in 9:30 because that's when the foundation was applied. So yeah. Okay, so all my makeup is on. This is what it looks like. If you wanted to know what my makeup looks like today, this is what it looks like. And here's a close-up of everything. I really love how everything applied over this. It did feel a little bit tacky, so I did set it down. I'm gonna get right into that, but I still think the glow is there and everything like that. I'm gonna share the products that I put on today. I'm gonna go speed run through this because I'm pretty sure this part of the video has been already long enough. I'm gonna have to cut it down. Okay, so concealer I used Tarte Shape Tape. Powder I used the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in Fair Light because this is like the only powder I can use with my dry skin. I just apply it with a sponge and I just use it under my eyes and then anywhere where I'm gonna put like product like blush, highlight, stuff like that. Not even highlight all the time, just like where I'm gonna put other product just so it doesn't like cling or act weird, you know? I stole my mom's brow gel that I told her to get, which is the Essence Make Me Brown Brownie Brows, because mine is all dried out. I have to get a new one. I'm gonna do that tomorrow, and I need to get my brows done desperately, but hopefully you don't notice that. I actually forgot to prime my skin, which I forgot to, so I didn't realize I forgot to prime. So this is gonna be without primer, and then I think I might update you maybe Monday because I'll probably wear this foundation tomorrow and update you with primer and tell you how it wore with primer. But I guess we'll see like how this is without primer. I honestly don't even find like the primers I have are moisturizing, but you know, sometimes you don't need primer. We'll see. I did use the Cover FX enhancer drops, like the highlighting ones. And this one's in Moonlight. I did use that as my base for my highlight. I also used the Lunch Money Super Shock Cheek highlight, which I'm trying to use up. So that's in my Project Pan Use Up 18 2018. Mascara, I used the Tarte Gifted Mascara, which has been an obsession for me. That's kind of how my eyelashes look with it, which they look really good. I used my Modern Renaissance palette for my eyes. That's what the eyes look like. I used the Pixi Aspyn Over Santorini Sunset highlight on top of everything else. I used my Tarte Concept Blush, which is also in the Use Up 18 in 2018. And then lip gloss is just Aquarius by Kathleen Lights and everything. I actually apply a little bit more. Really just wanted to go for a good old lip gloss today and everything like that. So this is the makeup. Like I said, we're just gonna call the check-in time 9:30 since that's when my makeup was applied and everything like that. And yeah, I'm really impressed with how it looks so far and everything. I'm really excited. I'm gonna try to update you throughout the day, give you my update and everything like that. I'm really excited. So yeah, I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, so foundation has been on for 5 hours and nothing has really changed. Everything pretty much looks the same. Really loving it. Still loving it. I don't think it'll look too dry. I always have dryness right there, but it feels nice. It looks nice. Everything looks good. So I'm pretty happy with it so far. Lips are hella trapped. No change, but it looks pretty much the same. So this is gonna be a quick 30-second, maybe a minute update. But yeah, nothing has changed. Everything is looking good. And yeah, I'm really happy. Still looking glowy. Love it. And very impressed still. So yeah. very quick update. Hey friend, it's a couple days later and I decided to finally update you. So yesterday I wore the foundation again with primer and everything, and I'm going to kind of update you on my thoughts on the foundation and everything and all that kind of fun stuff. I technically have it on today, but I technically don't because I mixed all my foundations together. So it's more of a concoction than just one. And that video will be up before this, so I'll link it up above if you do want to try it, and I'll also have it down below if you want to try it. But I really like this foundation on my first impressions the couple times using it. I do really like it and everything. So there's that, and I'm gonna get into it. So I was really impressed. It didn't oxidize a bit on me at all. Like, I don't think it oxidized at all on me actually. Like, it was just so nice. Didn't oxidize. I was very nervous about that, as you saw from the clips before this. Obviously I was very impressed. I was like, oh, it's gonna oxidize, but it didn't. It also kept me very moisturized and very, I don't know if I would call it dewy, but I definitely thought it moisturized me, kept me pretty nice. I always get dry like on these sides of my nose, like in the corners, so that's pretty typical for me. So I wouldn't really be like, oh, it's terrible just for that. Like, it was really good. I'd probably give it a good 9.5 stars. There wasn't really anything that I would consider a con, but I don't know, maybe even I would give it 10 stars because it was really good and I was really impressed. Like, seriously, I was. It kept me like really like just nice all day. It really lasted all day, which I loved. Honestly, my skin didn't even look bad at the end of the night. And I've tried dewier foundations, because this one I wouldn't call it like wet dewy, but I would call it dewy, but like not too dewy, if you know what I mean, like kind of a natural dew. I don't know what to call it. So I think this one might be up there with my L'Oreal Pro Glow, which is exciting because I really love that foundation. I'm definitely going to be bringing this foundation back with me when I go to school next week. And by the time you're seeing this, I'm probably already there. So yeah, I'm really excited about this foundation. I'm excited to be using it more within the next couple months. I will update you on my thoughts on social media, so make sure you follow me over there. And then I will also update you like on YouTube, probably in like a favorites video or some type of video like that. I do want to do like updates. My first impressions, I know some people are like, oh, give an update, you have to give an update, and I will, but like I don't know what videos to update you on. But yeah, I do want to mention like my skin, just it looks so good. I obviously, you can see from the videos, and the first video is without primer and then the picture is with primer, and I really don't find that there was a difference and everything. I found that just either or was great. It was just such an amazing foundation. I'm going to continue to use it. I really liked how it was thick but not too thick, and it really did have a natural finish. There were just so many pros that there really wasn't any cons. Like, yeah, it made me a little dry in the corners, but that always happens for me. And yeah, I was just super impressed, and I feel like this might be my best results so far, which is exciting. And I'm excited to see when I go off Accutane and eventually when my skin gets to be more like oilier, which I tend to have like combination, sometimes oily, sometimes dry skin. So I'm kind of curious if it still works for me. I hope it does, because it's becoming my favorite, like I've said probably 50 times now. But yeah, those are all my opinions on this foundation. Love it. Gotta give it a good 10, maybe 9.5. Gotta give it a good review because it was so good. All that kind of fun stuff. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below any foundations I should try next, any dewy ones, any foundations you think I should try next, because I'm definitely going to be trying, you know, dewy foundations as much as I can, especially, you know, these last few months on Accutane. I'm really going to be trying just as many dewy foundations, moisturizing foundations as I can, and just any products like that. So yeah, let me know about that down below. Also, let me know any videos you'd like to see next. I'd love to hear about that and just know what you want to see next, all that kind of fun stuff. So let me know that down below, and please subscribe if you haven't already, because I post videos every single Friday, and other days when I can post bonus videos or when I want to post bonus videos, I do it. Subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell down below to be notified, because you want to be notified about my videos, because YouTube is not on their game recently. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a great day, and I will see you in the next video very soon, probably on a Friday. Bye.